You're watching 24/7 Live Culture.
Hey, so look, I just dropped an album today. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. I was out shooting. I'm an actor too, so I was shooting a movie out in Atlanta, all of May, and I came back and I wanted to knock out an album. So that's what I've been doing for the last a couple months now. So I dropped a 21-track album. It's called Royal. You guys can get that on all platforms. And this album is really about me stepping into my own self-empowerment and my own self-transformation. So let's go ahead and get right.
Like I said, bring the energy back to the front. He's already on stage. So you guys can please make some noise for Omar Cook.
What's up, baby? And all glory to God, we ain't here today. So I just dropped the album last week. It's called Royal. It's about self-empowerment. Y'all go get that on Apple and Spotify.
Music has always been a major part of my life. I really love music, and I started my brand 24/7 Live Culture because I really wanted to tap in with music artists from all around the world. And I've been making music behind the scenes for maybe a few years now, and music more so just to hype myself up. Music more so to kind of manifest things into reality, to get myself into a mode where I can be in an energetic space to be able to create better. So really, I have been creating music just from a space of just loving it, of just being able to enjoy the art. So music came about this year for me in April. I was able to create my first song, which was 10K Week. Money comes easy, all I gotta do is think. Sales rolling in and they won't stop. New money comes to me all around the clock. It was a manifestation song that I was creating for business. To be able to manifest money, you know what I'm saying, which is the song name 10K Week, you know. I'm a millionaire now, I'm a billionaire now, I'm a trillionaire now, I got money right now. Just being able to speak things into existence, right? And so I had this thought to myself. I said, let me just try and actually release it as a single. Let me just see what I can do, right? And I had already been making music, you know what I'm saying. I had already been putting out singles for myself, not even into the public, but just kind of on YouTube private list so I could just listen to, right? So this one I actually went through DistroKid, put it out, and I said, wow, okay, that's pretty dope. I bought the beat off the producer on YouTube, whatnot, went through the process and whatever. And it was dope to actually see it like on Apple and on Spotify or whatnot, and actually see it in the public eye, right? So once I did that, I had the idea. I said, you know what? I want to do some more. I want to actually do some more music. So I bought some more beats off the same producer. Shout out to Blade D Trilla, my guy is out of Rushman. And I thought, what can I do to make an EP? You know, what can I actually do to make a real project here? So I looked up the guidelines for it, and it was needing to be over like 10 minutes for Apple, on Spotify, whatever. So I bought enough tracks to basically push it past the 10-minute mark. So 4 tracks, which ended up becoming the Destined for Greatness EP. I finished that EP in like 2 days. And that EP really spoke to where I was at in life this year, and my mental. My mission is to raise the frequency of the planet. I need respect, I demand it. Higher vibes make the demons feel damaged. I am Neo in the Matrix, I'm a mental mechanic. You can't come around me with no bad vibes, I can't stand it. Yo, spiritual war is going on, it's time to choose a side. You can't align with demons claiming you really divine. Obviously, Destined for Greatness is the title of it. And just how I was thinking, you know, I know that I'm going to higher heights and, you know, going to bigger stages. So I wanted my first EP to kind of depict that, where I was, right? So put that out fairly quickly within a week of buying the beats and whatnot, and it was more so a personal test for myself just to see that I could do it, right? And again, I've been in the music space with 24/7 Live Culture and representing artists with PR and interviewing artists from all around the world. So I had already kind of known some ins and outs of the game a little bit. So being able to test myself with it was a huge pressing forward moment for myself. And I was very grateful to see the response of people and how they responded to my music. One of my favorite songs off that project was Manifest.
I am a magnet for major success. In this universe I manifest infinite blessings. I opened up the treasure chest. I use my power to receive the best. God provides for me, so I sit back and I just collect.
And seeing people like that song and really resonate with the lyrics of the song was just really big for me. And because when you're doing music, I've been in the actor space, entertainment space for a minute, and making movies. And making movies is so much different than making music, because movies is such a bigger part of a project, and you say your role, you do your role, and it's one piece of a large puzzle. Well, music is so direct. It's your voice. It's your words. It's your message, right? And it's your direct art towards the consumer or whoever's going to listen to it, right? So you're a little bit more vulnerable with this, and so I was a little bit more hesitant to put it out, whatever. But just to see people, react to it in a positive way was so big to me, and it just made me want to do more. I really wasn't worried about, how many views or who listened to it or whatnot. I just really wanted to do a personal test for myself, and I proved to myself that I was able to do it. And able to do it, I did it with no studio, no any of that. I recorded my first EP off of a podcast mic. I didn't have the equipment that I have now, and that was a big testament for me. So I went to Atlanta. I shot a movie. I can't speak about it just yet, but you guys, I'm sure over time you guys will be able to hear about it. But it was a dope movie, right? So I went to Atlanta a month later, which was in May. I was out there for a month. I tapped in with one of the homies out there. He kind of was showing me more about the music game while I was out there. So while I was shooting the movie, I was also working on some music while I was out there. Just some side singles and whatnot. Recorded a couple tracks, which was dope. Got into his home studio and whatnot. He kind of showed me the ins and outs of kind of producing my own stuff and how to produce my own beats, and just more so about the rap game a little bit. Just kind of taught me some things and really helped me out. Shout out to my guy Bowenton, man, who's also on the album Royal. And while I was there, I just had the thought, let me take this to the next level. Let me actually do an album. Let me go home and do an album, right? So my thought process was to actually record an album while I was in Atlanta. It didn't happen while I was in Atlanta. I only got through a couple tracks, whatever, right? So shot the movie, came home June. I said, all right, let me buckle down. Let me invest some money that I got from the movie into my actual career. And so I bought some equipment, bought some home equipment, which you actually see there, and some other stuff. And I was able to really kind of learn some skills that really helped me to produce at home. And the thought process for the album was to kind of depict where I was in life. And the first name of the album was actually Closer to God, which is a single that's on the album.
I'm getting closer to God, I'm trying to live a better life. I used to do wrong and now I'm trying to do right. I was walking in darkness and then I prayed to be a light. You gotta be humble and know that God is on your side.
I felt this whole year I was getting closer to God and really build my relationship with God, and just drawing closer. It's been a year of what you could say like isolation. I've been in the public eye and kind of doing what I have to do for work and doing my movies and whatever. But really haven't been out as far as hanging out with a lot of friends, and I really disconnected from a lot of people. And so it was a season of really just leaning on God, trusting God in this season. And I really felt that's where I wanted my album to be as far as the name. Well, as the album progressed, with songs, right? My initial thought was to do 8 songs for the album, just to kind of push it to the limit of the album limits, whatever, right? Well, I got to about track 8, and it was as if God just kept giving me more songs. And as these songs kind of progressed and came about, it came to me that let me change the name. Let me be more direct about where I'm at. And the song name, the title, the title Royal came to me, and it just stuck out so boldly. Royal, like I'm royalty. I am royalty. I'm stepping into my royal season, right? And so what royal meant to me, and royalty is also the interlude that's on the album, which you guys check out. Super dope, man. Love the beat on there. But it's more so about self-empowerment. And I feel that this season of life was me really empowering myself and really stepping into my own personal power as a person, stepping into my own personal power spiritually, and just really being able to walk boldly. And I wanted my album to be a bold statement to anyone that listens to it, a source of inspiration, a source of motivation. I really like artists like Nipsey Hussle, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Those are some of my favorite artists, and their music is really empowering, you know what I'm saying, in what they talk about, right? So especially Nipsey Hussle, right? So I wanted my album to kind of go that route as far as what a listener would go through listening to my album, like a journey. And so that's the statement, royal, you know, and it's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Luxury lifestyle I'm living. I gotta thank God for what I'm giving. I came to a decision that I was gonna carry out my vision. Now I'm sitting in a leadership position. Listen.
Walking into your royal season, right? So I came home from this movie and I was feeling very, very empowered after doing this movie. It's a major movie, right? And I knew that I was going to be stepping into a new light, a new level of success. And so I felt crowned. I felt crowned spiritually. I felt crowned physically. And, you know, I wanted my album to paint that picture for me. So that's where the name Royal came from. It just came from me feeling like I was in a season of royalty and accepting my royal crown and accepting the self-empowerment, accepting that, you know, I'm going into a new level of life.
Step into the mind of a genius. I play the game of life like I'm Regis. People pay me money just to see this. How can I achieve this? You can have whatever you want, just receive it.
Man, creating Royal was an experience. It really was. I was really co-creating with God. And if you don't really understand what co-creating with God looks like, or what the experience is, you know, I guess I'll walk you through it. You know, I asked God every single name of the song. I'll be like, all right, what should I name this song, God? All right, what should the lyrics be? What should I say? Are you sure? Are you sure I can say this? You know, so I really was going step by step with the Most High for this project, and I really wanted my album to be more of a direct channel of what He was trying to say through me to the people. You know, the words are so real on these songs. Every song is the truth, you know what I'm saying, as far as like what I was going through in life, or what I was trying to manifest. A lot of these songs are speaking towards, you know, what I want to do in life, what I've gone through in life, what I was directly experiencing in life, right? So the album just itself, I mean, it is not a fabrication of anything. It's more so a direct channel of who I am, where I'm at, and just the thoughts that's in my mind, and some of the things that I was going through, you know, whether it was, you know, healing, manifesting, or actually going through things like I made the song Questions, you know, talking about how I'm gonna pay my rent.
I got so many questions that's on my mind today. I'm trying to find a way how I can pay my rent today. I'm thinking I should escape and I just go run away. But where do I go? I gotta meditate. I'm feeling pressure inside of me. Hoping you proud of me. Fighting through struggles every day, but this life trying me. Had to fall back and I came back with a new strategy. What if everything I'm facing was just a test for me?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's real. You know, I had lost my job earlier this year where I was actually full-time salaried, and I was working at the Four Seasons security. I've been working security, private security in Hollywood for a minute, and that job was really kind of paying me very well, right? Full-time benefits and everything, you know. And as a creative, that was supporting my lifestyle while I'm obviously still building my entrepreneur businesses and whatnot, whatever. So, you know, losing that kind of put me in a situation where I had to lean more on God and really trust in Him, which is why I said the album name was going to be Closer to God. But it put me in a state of, you know what, I don't want to work anymore for another person. I really want to step into my own power and really see what I can do.
Step in your power, pray on your dreams. It's only a moment, it's not as bad as it seems. The spirit of greatness is upon you and He's alive. I'm using my quiet hours praying and spending time.
So that's where that came from, and these songs were really healing for me. You know what I'm saying? Song voicemails.
You got me thinking about you. You got me thinking about you. I can't sleep, can't think, can't eat, can't drink. I'm feeling like I'm going crazy. I'm on the brink, and I don't even know if I can go another day. I just hope and I pray.
When I'm talking about a breakup, let go, you know, those types of songs where I wanted those songs to be relatable to people that were going through breakups and you know, healing from, you know, relationships and what they had gone through, you know, not in a negative way, but just being able to overcome, you know, their own struggles and whatnot, and being able to empower themselves. And
but maybe I'm just tripping, drinking out the bottle got me slipping. Call me up at 3 and I'ma listen. Problems on your mind and I can fix it. I remember how we kicked it. Me and you both know. Maybe in time we can let this flow. Maybe it's time we can let this go.
I feel that even just songs like Luxury Life.
Luxury lifestyle, I'm living it. And I can't even stop, cause I'm killing it. Luxury life, we in all white. Me and my wife, we just ride through the night. Look, luxury life, we in all white. Me and my wife, we just ride through the night. Look, got that luxury life. We in all white. Me and my wife, ride through the night. Look, got that, look, hey, look.
For I get paid all day.
Money overseas, way too much to stash. Today is the day I got a million. I'm on my way to a guaranteed billion. I'm stacking money all the way to the ceiling. I got money so long, you would think I got a trillion. Major money coming in, I gotta have it. So much money, you would think I'm doing magic. New check in the mail, I'm a cash. Money overseas, way too much to stash. Big money, big stacks. Every time I spend a rack, I get it right back. I got $1 million in the bank, it's really like that. Taking flights around the world to see the whole map.
You know, where these songs are talking about a lifestyle of manifesting abundance. You know, these songs are where I was at mentally, of where I wanted to be, from a place of I didn't have it at that time, right? So more so speaking it into existence. I get paid all day. I get paid all day. I got $1 million in the bank. I got $1 million in the bank, speaking into existence, you know, and I really wanted people to be able to relate to that, and being able to speak life, because I really believe in the power of words, which is why I wrote the song Manifest off my Destined for Greatness album.
I meditate on the vision so I can see it clear. Facing these thoughts of disappointment, but I face my fears. Astral travel to the future into a distant year. Jump in a portal to a planet very far from here. I just might disappear into a galaxy of new life. Start a new existence where people will have to do right and shine bright. Let your aura vibrate to a new height. Only trusting God for my vision, I just can't lose sight.
Being able to really just affirm yourself. I'm big on affirmations. I'm big on just having mental strength and being able to go into your mind and meditate and and those types of things. So I really believe that when you put words out there into the universe, they come back to you, you know, like the word spell, lean, you know what I'm saying? You're spelling when you are putting words out there, and that's real. So I try to make my music about speaking life and healing, which is what I believe music was initially intended for.
I'ma keep rising till the sun comes up. I'ma keep rising till my money blows up. I'ma keep rising till my dreams show up. These are my desires. I really wanna go higher. I really wanna inspire. I wanna do the best buyer. Fighting for your love and I'm the best fighter. I wanna go, me and you. I wanna travel to the places that we never knew.
So, you know, truly, this album was really a full co-creation with the Most High. And every single word, every single lyric, every single song was prayed about. Every single word was asked about, you know, if it was okay for me to say it. I tried not even to cuss on the album, right? I threw one curse word out there on the song Spiritual Assassin, and even me finishing recording the song, I said, all right, you know, this is cool, guy. Are you sure I can use this word right here? You know what I'm saying? But it went with the song, it went with the tone of the song, you know, and I feel like it emphasized what it needs to emphasize.
All these demons came against me, but I slayed kill. This is really real. I'm speaking on behind the scenes of magic. Doing black magic, thought I'd never make it past it. Had me in a maze, thought I'd never outlast it. Demons in your vessel, now your life is in it tragic. This is karma for you fucking with a chosen one. Thought I was a scrub, and now you seeing I'm the golden one.
I'm really big on making sure that every word matters, every word counts. I don't like to waste time or waste words. So for me, you know, being able to be very intentional about what I said on this album was huge for me. I was really tapped in day out on this album. I was so focused. I cut out everything. I mean, I cut out friends, family, everything around me to really just tap into this album. I was on Twitter and I came across a post where I believe it was Devontae from Jodeci, and it was talking about how he locked himself up into his room and his own space for a week and just would really tap into his music and not be distracted. And so when I saw that, I said, okay, yeah, this is the season that I'm in. This is what I need to do. I really need to be able to just focus and just cut out all distractions so I can get this album out, because it's very important. God is calling me to do this album, and I have to do it, and I have to do it the way that he wants me to do it, in a way that's constructive for not just myself, because art is not just for us. I mean, it serves as a healing tool, of course, but it serves as something that's healing for others. You gotta look at like artists like Tupac, Michael Jackson. Their music just lives on forever. We don't even see them anymore, obviously, but their streams go up every single day. People are inspired by their music and their lives every single day. That's what I want my music to be. I want my music to touch the lives of people way after I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a true testament to who you are and what you created, is that when you're gone, people will still listen to it and still be inspired by it. And so I wanted to make sure that I left tracks. I created tracks that not only inspired me in present time, but would inspire future generations to come.
Cool. Start the day right, yeah. Talk to God first, right? Go to church, fly suit, Tom Ford shirt. Fly. Gotta get my soul right, gotta hear the word. God. Praying for a great weekend, watching God work.
And so the creative process of creating this, man, it was a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun creating this, like just writing the lyrics. I wrote every single lyric myself, of course. You know, I love writing. You know, I went to school for broadcast journalism, and I've been journaling for a minute, and daily journalism is a part of my process as far as just writing my thoughts and gratitude. So, you know, my pen game is crazy, right? So being able to put it to a beat and rap it, super dope, super fun. I really just believe that I actually kind of impressed myself with this album, because Destined for Greatness, the EP, was just the EP, right? You know, it was the first project. Being able to produce a full album, man, and you know, like I said, I started off with 8 songs, and that's what I wanted to do, was just 8 and be cool with it. But God just kept giving me more, giving me more, giving me more. I didn't have a set number after that. And the songs just ended up adding up, and 8 turned into 21. And I just said, wow, you know, I had 21 songs, so I guess that's the album, right? You know, when you're in a flow, when you're in the zone, you're just in the zone. You just go, and I feel like that's where I was at, and I feel like God had me in that state of, all right, we here now, we tapped in, let's keep it flowing, let's keep it going. And I finally got to that 21st song, which was Visions of Grammys.
I'm having visions, I keep on having visions. I'm having visions of Grammys, I'm seeing major wins. I'm seeing thoughts in my mind that tells me that time begins. I paved the way for success and I had to go within. I go to levels of greatness where no artist has been. This is the moment of truth and my time has arrived. I set my sight on the goal to be the greatest alive.
Which was a song that I had already written, right, to another beat, but I couldn't use that beat because it was a Marvin Gaye sample. I tried to figure out ways I could go around it, you know, to clear the sample, but you know, it's a lot to go through, and I didn't want to have to wait on the process of having to, you know, go through all that. So I found a whole nother beat and created a whole nother beat to it, and put that out. And you know, after 21 songs, I felt that the album was complete. And I feel that it's an album that, if you listen to it from start to finish, it takes you on an entire journey mentally, and you cannot listen to this album all the way through and not be empowered. Some of the struggles that I dealt with and challenges that I faced were, one, being a one-man army. You know, I don't have a team of mixers, producers, and all of that. You know, I had one person that was featured on there, which was my guy Bowenton. He was in Atlanta, and he produced the track Heaven. He produced the beat for that. He also hopped on the track Mind of a Genius and the Questions remix as well. So, you know, shout out to my guy Bowenton, man. Extremely talented brother, man. But other than that, it was just me, you know what I'm saying? Me and God, right? Learning how to put together beats, learning how to put together samples, and just piecing it together and putting together the vocals. You know, I bought FL Studios, and I used sites like Splice, where I could take different parts of beats and piece them together. And I really was on YouTube University learning how to, you know, count beats and make it work.
It's real love. We used to be real cool with it. Gotta go back to school with it. When I didn't even know what to do with it. Hit the cafe, go back to the room with it. Every day it was just me and you kicking it. Watching movies after class and now I'm missing it. Had me sneaking in the dorm and I was feeling it. Finest woman in my eyes, she was killing it.
I recorded the entire album from home. You know, I invested in myself, you know, as far as recording equipment, and so I was really just tapped in with self, and you know, being able to just really just tap into my own creative abilities. You know, I didn't go to a studio. This was the studio. This was the home studio, you know, so it was a lot of fun to just be able to be at home and being able to produce and being able to be in my own vibe. I'm really big on creating a vibe for myself, whether that's getting up in the morning and making sure I pray, journal, meditate, listen to the right music, listen to the right vibes, right frequencies for my mind, being able to just, you know, get into the right creative flow. So being able to create my own vibe at home and create my own home studio was big for me to be able to tap in and be who I need to be fully. So I was tapped in every single day into my own atmosphere. And I feel that as a creative, that's what you have to be able to create for yourself, is an atmosphere where the creative juices can flow. And I believe that you can hear that on these songs is how I was able to just be at peace and really just be my authentic self, you know, because I was able to create an atmosphere that allowed that.
I got so many questions that's on my mind today. I'm trying to find a way how I can pay my rent today. I'm thinking I should escape and not just go run away. But where do I go? I gotta meditate. I got so many questions that's on my mind today. I'm trying to find a way how I can pay my rent today. I'm thinking I should escape and not just go run away. But where do I go? I gotta meditate.
I started off the album with the prayer because I wanted to set the intentions of the album straight. I feel that sets the perfect vibe for the album. It welcomes God into the presence of the album. It welcomes God into the minds of whoever's listening to the album straight from jump. And it's a dedication to God. You know what I'm saying? Again, this whole album was co-created with the Most High. So I felt that I had to make sure that I set the tone the right way. And the prayer came about.
Dear God, dear Heavenly God, I'm praying for wins. I'm praying for peace and forgiveness for all my sins. Praying for family. I'm praying for friends. Pray for salvation. Lean on you. I shall depend.
I want to do more songs like that where I'm praying over hip hop beats. I think that's so important that we incorporate faith into music. I've been asked the question, do I label myself as as a Christian artist or a gospel artist? And I think in today's age, it's so easy to get caught up in labels as who you are, as an artist. And I'm an artist that preaches the gospel through my music, if that makes sense. I wouldn't even say that I'm a hip hop artist or whatnot. I'm an artist. There's different vibes on the tracks. On this album, from got pop song to R&B to hip hop to gospel music. That's straight gospel music. So I will continue to make art that glorifies God in the most highest way, and I believe that's what God wants me to do. The phrase gospel music that sounds secular was something that stuck out to me, and I believe that's something that is important to reaching the masses and reaching people at the level that they're at in today's world.
God, closer to God, I need him here. He gives me the strength and the faith I need to persevere. Whenever I'm down, I pray he moves away my fear. I'm calling on heaven to assist me and interfere. Lately I've been stressing, I've been waiting on a blessing.
It's so easy to get into the kind of preacher mode, and a lot of people aren't really resonating with that type of messaging in today's age. So I feel in order to reach the people the proper way, you got to be able to produce music that meets them where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to touch the masses and create things that, one, glorifies the Lord, and also it inspires people on a massive scale. I created obviously tracks that were faith-based and tracks that were just about real life. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more so where I'm going in my artistry is being able to explore different avenues, and life has so many different avenues, that we go through every day, and I want to be able to touch on those and what we go through. So the prayer is the tone setter for the album for sure, and it's a vibe, and that's why I created that track to start it off. I wanted to make sure that God got the glory from jump, and I believe the hardest track for me creating, even just the most relatable track, was Questions.
I'm feeling pressure inside of me, hoping you proud of me. Fighting through struggles every day, but this life trying me. Had to fall back and I came back with a new strategy. What if everything I'm facing was just a test for me? But it's stressing me, how we failed to be. We used to talk about the way we wanted life to be, hoping it would be, knowing that it shouldn't be. How could we ever fall apart if it was meant to be? I got so many questions that's on my mind today.
I got so many questions that's on my mind today. I'm trying to find a way how I can pay my rent today. I'm thinking I should escape and I just go run away. But where do I go? I gotta meditate. I'm feeling pressure inside of me, hoping you proud of me. Fighting through struggles every day, but this life trying me. Had to fall back and I came back with a new strategy. What if everything I'm facing was just a test for me? Those are real lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like really trying to figure out how I was gonna pay the rent at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, when I create music, it's always from a space of where am I inspired at right now? What am I inspired to say right now in this moment? So that's what I was inspired to create at that moment. I was feeling that pressure inside of me for real. So those lyrics were for real, you know. And sometimes when I create music, especially music that's really about like real life struggles, I gotta fight back tears, man, you know, and really just and put it into the art. So turning pain into art is alchemy. You're an alchemist, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that takes a lot out of you as an artist, and I believe artists can really relate to this.
You got me thinking about you. You got me thinking about you. You got me thinking about you.
When you really pour your authentic self into your art, it really does take a piece out of you. So, you know, and I mean that's the ultimate goal, right? You know, is to be able to give relatability through the art. So, you know, just that song Questions is so real. It's so relatable to everybody on a massive scale because, you know, a lot of us, a good majority of us have faced rent struggles, especially living here in Los Angeles, man. Whew, rent's high, right? It doesn't matter where you live at, you know what I'm saying? You pick an apartment, pick a home, it's high, right? So there's always something going on there's always prices jacked up, you know, whether it's food, groceries, gas, rent, whatever, right? It's the cost of living here is insane, you know, and I'm sure it's whatever it is in other places, but just specifically speaking to Los Angeles and my experience here, you know, it's definitely been I've had trying times, if that makes sense, but God has always provided for me and taken care of me. And this season of life, he really taught me to lean on him and trust in him to provide. And that's where the brand Rich with God, which I'm wearing right now, came from, is really being able to trust in God and trusting God for his resources and his abundance. And it has not been the easiest thing, but it's been the most rewarding thing I've ever experienced, is really learning to trust that God is going to provide no matter what.
Closer to God, I need him here. He gives me the strength and the faith I need to persevere. Whenever I'm down, I pray he moves away my fear. I'm calling on heaven to assist me and interfere. Lately I've been stressing, I've been waiting on a blessing. Gotta do my part until the angels come and step in. Better days, I'm trying to live life a better way. Never let the guilt of your past stand in the way.
The track that I feel really kind of showcased my skills as an artist was I Feel It, Changes.
Ain't gotta pray to God, I'm on my way to success, make it look easy. I'm already knowing that God will never leave me. I can see the blessings coming, my movies play on TV. Answered the calling on my life and now the world will see me. I can feel the success, I'm feeling like the best, I'm feeling like I'm next, I'm feeling so blessed. I can feel the success, I'm feeling like the best, I'm feeling like I'm next, I'm feeling so blessed. I can feel the success, I'm feeling like the best, I'm feeling like I'm next, I'm feeling so blessed. I can feel the success, I'm feeling like the best, I'm feeling like I'm next, I'm feeling so blessed. I can feel it in the air, see it in my mind, feel the blessings coming and I'm knowing they on time.
Man, that track came out so much better than I expected, and it just kind of like put into my mind like, dang, okay, I'm really kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really kind of dope, right? I think a lot of artists kind of get that moment where they realize their true abilities and their true strengths, and it's when you say, okay, you know, I'm actually doing something right here, you feel me? So yeah, no, I Feel It was definitely a track where I just kind of stepped into my own creative superpower, and I said, okay, you know what, I got something going here that's really dope, and just be able to hear it played back. And that song is really about me being in the elevation mode that I am in right now, the elevation season, and it's talking about I feel the changes all around me, because they talk about, you know, it's said that when you're going to the next level, you're going to the higher heights, you feel it energetically before it happens physically. So that's that song is really me speaking on that, me feeling the energy around me changing, feeling the environment changing, feeling things leveling up within me, and getting ready to see it really changing my outer reality. So, you know, speaking that on the track and hearing how I flowed on the track, even just hearing how I was kind of harmonizing on the melody, man, it kind of amazed me a little bit. You know, I said, wow, this is, you know, it's kind of taking shape, it's kind of taking form, you know, on my true music side here. And I'm just so blessed that God is taking me through a journey of being able to explore my talents.
I can feel the success, I'm feeling like the best, I'm feeling like I'm next, and I'm feeling so blessed. I can feel it in the air, see it in my mind, feel the blessings coming, and I'm knowing they're on time. I can feel it in the air, see it in my mind, feel the blessings coming, and I'm knowing they're on time.
The track Brighter Days really surprised me because there was no lyrics written for that. That was just a straight, let me get on the mic, let me just flow, let me just see what's gonna come out of my mouth. And it's just about just brighter days, as the song is called, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm talking about experiencing the best day of my life and speaking it. I feel that when you listen to that song, it's like a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel the sunlight, you feel me? Like you just feel the light in the room get brighter, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted that emotion to feel like, listening to that, you know. I feel the world needs more light. The world needs to feel more hope and whatnot. And I wanted to bring that to that track. And it's true artistry because there was no written lyrics. It's me just getting on there and creating as I go. Okay, this sounds good. Okay, you know, this sounds like a good flow. Let me play with this a little bit. So yeah, Brighter Days was definitely a vibe that when I ended up listening to it fully through as I was done, I said, okay, I see what you did there, guy. You created a vibe where we could just shed some light on the track real quick, you feel me, and make it happen. And sometimes it's like that, you know, as a creator, you just go with the flow. And sometimes your best creations come out when you just really just vibe and go with the flow. And that's where Brighter Days came about.
I pray to God for better days, and now I'm living these better days. Better days, I'm living them, and I can't even stop, cause I'm killing them.
Creating the visuals for Royal was very, very fun and creative for me. I'm a filmmaker, so I was trying to be as creative as possible with my visuals, and I kept it really simple. I didn't have a huge budget, like I didn't have a lot of money behind the project, so a lot of the visuals were really shot off the iPhone. And I shot one music video with my boy Jamal, and another artist named Nerd. Shout out to Nerd for coming on board with the visual for Real Love. We shot the Real Love video in Leimert Park, which was very dope. I wanted to capture the Moesha fountain. I've always been a fan of Moesha, so being able to capture that in the music video was super dope. And Leimert Park is very huge for Black artistry, and so being able to capture the essence of love and doing it in a black and white video. We got some slow-mos in there, got some dope shots, and capture real black love through the video. I thought it was perfect, you know what I'm saying, the vibe of it. So I had a lot of fun with that video shoot.
It's real love, it's real love, it's real love, it's real love. We used to be real cool with it. You gotta go back to school with it. When I ain't even know what to do with it. Hit the cafe and go back to the room with it. Every day it was just me and you kicking it. Watching movies after class and now I'm missing it. Had me sneaking in the dorm and I was feeling it. Finest woman in my eyes, you was killing it. If I could do it one more time and just rewind the clock, me and you will be together and we tie the knot. I take a minute to enjoy the little time we had. The realest love, and now it's feeling like the distant past. And now you out and living life, you know I'm proud of you. Showing everyone the beauty that's inside of you. And if you ever need a friend to be an ear for you, call me up and we can talk, you know I'm here for you. It's real love.
I want to say I shot over maybe like 10 or 11, 12 music videos for the project, and most all the rest of those were shot, like I said, on the iPhone by myself. And I was just going around the city, downtown Los Angeles, and getting real creative about how I wanted to get some of the shots and how I wanted to shoot it. So it was a lot of fun, like really just tapping into myself and really playing around with my creative abilities as far as how I could capture the visuals of the songs, and being able to come home and tap into the editing room and get on Adobe Premiere and you know, color grade and cut it up and chop it up and then put them out. I mean, I was pumping them out like clockwork, and I created some visuals where, you know, I was on the mic and tried to capture the views of the city, do some like studio shots, that type of vibe, right? Where it was just me on the headphones rapping and stuff. And I also would create like some visuals of me kind of just rapping around the city, you know, the songs and whatnot. And
I'm number one. I'm in a season where I sit on a throne. I'm on my way to be the best ever known. Till the angels get to calling me home. At the top is where I'm destined to roam. I'm number one and now they thinking I'm clone. They won't leave me alone. People wonder where I'm at now. I leveled up and it ain't no looking back now. I never sold out for no money, I ain't back down. Put my faith into effect, I'm on the map now. Going till I'm number one.
So, you know, just a lot of fun, man. I really had a lot of fun creating these visuals and making this album and showcasing my skills as a creative. You know, again, there wasn't a huge budget behind this album, so I really was kind of forced to be as creative as possible with what I had, you know what I'm saying, and the resources that I had, and just the skills that I had. And I feel that God puts me in positions to where it's like, I don't always have like the $1 million budget, but I have the $1 million ideas. So he helps me create from essentially nothing, you know, but making it look amazing. And that's been the case with a lot of my films and short films. You know, they've been created through very low budgets. So just being able to tap into my own, you know, reservoir of resources as far as, you know, the iPhone, the computer, you know what I'm saying, the city, natural resources, man. So, you know, I think that's what makes this album really authentic, is that there wasn't a huge team behind it. There wasn't a huge money push behind it. It really was just, all right, you know, let's walk around the city and see what type of vibes we can capture today that's gonna make this video pop. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope.
Talk a little vibe, riding late nights till the sun is in the sky. Chemistry is tight, talking just right. I can feel at home if we're together all night. You gotta have big dreams, new car, new diamond rings, new life, new everything. Take a minute to enjoy the scene. Take the roast down the coast and it's so clean. I desire to achieve, I believe in me. Waking up a light shining bright inside of me. Fighting to believe the places that I see. I used to sit and dream about the person I could be. You gotta have big dreams, new car, new diamond rings, new life, new everything. Take a minute to enjoy the scene. Take the roast down the coast and it's so clean.
Performances wise, you know, I started the Leimert Park Music Series, which is a showcase monthly, tapped in with the world stage here in Leimert Park. And we bring out maybe like 5 or 6 artists each month to come perform. So naturally, I'm able to put myself on stage and get that practice in. So I was able to start practicing and getting my songs on stage and performing. So super dope to get a lot of artist development just through performing at the world stage each month. And I'm so blessed for the opportunity, and to see people react to my songs and hear it live, amazing. So I'm truly thankful to everybody at the world stage for, you know, the platform that they provided for me. And it's been super essential for my growth as an artist, and it's allowed me to go perform at other places and have the confidence to do it, and being able to perform in bigger crowds and bigger rooms, right?
We used to be real cool with it. You gotta go back to school with it when I ain't even know what to do with it. Hit the path and go back to the room with it. Every day it was just me and you kicking it. Watching movies after class and now I'm missing it. Had me sneaking in the dorm and I was feeling it. Finest woman in my eyes, you was killing it. If I could do it one more time and just rewind the clock, me and you will be together and we tie the knot. I take a minute to enjoy the little time we had. The realest love and now it's feeling like a distant past. And now you out and living life, you know I'm proud of you. Showing everyone the beauty that's inside of you. And if you ever need a friend to be an ear for you, call me up and we can talk, you know I'm here for you. It's real love.
My favorite performance so far was a performance that I did at Skid Row, right? So I partnered with a group called the LA Can, and they did an event for Black August, and it was super dope because one, I've been feeding people in Skid Row for so long, maybe over a decade, silently, being able to just, something that I do for myself is when I get paid, I'll go buy some PB&Js and some sandwiches and I'll go feed the homeless. I'll make the sandwiches myself and go pass them out, and I've been really diligent with that and just making sure I just keep trying to give my moral sacrifice to the community, especially living in downtown Los Angeles. You see everything from business people to people that are down and out and really are lacking hope in their day-to-day life. So being able to perform at Skid Row, man, I felt so empowered. I felt like that was like purpose revealed to me. Like, this is what music is about. This is what I'm here to do music for, not just so I can get on the mic and just rap. I mean, it's dope, being a creative is dope, in any type of form, right? But true purpose was revealed to me doing that performance and having the people come up after me after the performance and just say, man, those words touched me, those words helped me. I rapped my songs Desires and Real Love, and I chose those songs obviously intentionally because I felt Desires could speak some life into the community.
Fighting to believe the places that I see. I used to sit and dream about the person I could be. You gotta have big dreams. New car, new diamond rings, new life, new everything. Take a minute to enjoy the scene. Take the ropes down the coast and it's so clean. I'ma keep rising till the sun comes up. I'ma keep rising till my money blows up. I'ma keep rising till my dreams show up. And I'ma keep rising till the world knows us. I'ma keep rising till the sun comes up. I'ma keep rising till my money blows up. I'ma keep rising till my dreams show up. And I'ma keep rising till the world knows us. I'ma keep going, I'ma keep going, I'ma keep going. Look, said you gotta have big dreams. New car, new diamond rings, new life, new everything. Take a minute to enjoy the scene. Take the ropes down the coast and it's so clean. Hey, look, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'ma keep rising till the sun comes up. I'ma keep rising till my money blows up. I'ma keep rising till my dreams show up. And I'ma keep rising till the world knows us. I'ma keep rising till the sun comes up. I'ma keep rising till my money blows up. And I'ma keep rising till the dreams show up. And I'ma keep rising till the world knows us. Hey, keep rising, y'all. It's about to keep going. Let's go.
That's right. Yeah, you can get in tight. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I got another one for y'all, man. It's about real love, man. It's real love. It feels like love out here today, man. So I just want to preach some love.
LA needs hope, and I felt that I provided that day, and it just made me want more. So the performance, I walked from my apartment to Skid Row, which is a couple miles from here, right? So about a 30-minute walk, right? Got my legs moving, and I was listening to my music as I was walking to Skid Row, and as I'm walking, obviously if you're not here in Los Angeles, you probably really don't understand what Skid Row looks like, but it's a bunch of tents. It's people on the streets lined up that are homeless and needing help, right? So I'm passing by so many people on the streets just getting to my performance, right? And I was literally in tears, and fighting back tears as I was walking, man, and listening to my music. I said, man, this is crazy. I appreciate you, God, for allowing me to see this. I wasn't intending, to experience that walking there, it was just more so, it's close, let me walk there, right? But the walk there really just put it into perspective, like, wow, you know, we're all one step away from really just hitting rock bottom, especially in today's economy. So, and you never know what people's story is and why they're where they are and whatnot. So I really, it really like touches my heart, you know, to see people in despair. Like it, you know, you want to save everybody. You want to be able to help everyone that you can, right? And truth is, as a you know, most of us were not able to do it on a massive scale. We're only able to do it within the given resources that we have. So, you know, whenever I'm able to do my part and help out and give back to the community in any type of way, I feel that's part of my duty here on Earth, is to really tap in with the people of the earth and help them out. So my music is truly not only dedicated to inspiring and motivating, but providing hope for people that need it the most. And I believe that performance at Skid Row was exactly what I needed to experience, and I believe there's no coincidences. God had me go through do that performance, and it really changed my perspective on how I want to use music and how I want to push my messaging out to the world and what I want to do, and the feelings that I want to invoke through my music, and the messaging that I want to push out through my music. And so I'm just very grateful for that performance. It meant more than any other performance that I've done.
And if you ever need a friend to be an ear for you, call me up and we can talk. You know I'm here for you. It's real love, real love. It's real love, real love, real love, real love. It's real love. Self-love, self-love, self-love. You gotta have self-love. It's real love, real love. It's real love. I got real love. I got self-love. It's real love. Look, you gotta love yourself. Look, hey.
Doing this album really changed my life, man. You know, I've had a vision of where I want to be as far as business and creativeness, and you know what I want to accomplish on the earth. And I did not see music in that vision. As far as me being the actual artist, you know, I saw it more so as being an executive, like just kind of being behind the scenes and helping out artists, you know, in whatever way, whether it was starting a record label or, you know, just providing a media platform through 24/7 live culture, and doing it on that type of scale, but not more so being the one that's actually behind the mic and performing, right? So this album really really helped me tap into, like, I would say, my hidden ability, because it was a hidden ability, you know, an ability that I knew for myself. I always said, you know, if I start doing music, I'm gonna come in and change the game. Like, it's gonna be fire, right? But I was kind of like joking around, like saying that to my homies, like, you know, let me start doing music for real, right? Right? You know, you just be talking, right? But I would say doing the album, man, it inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like it showed me that anything is possible. One, because I didn't have a huge team. Like I said, it was just me. So to produce a whole album of 21 songs, and then for it actually to be good, man, life-changing. It really just changed my life, and I've gone so much harder in the music now just after doing this album, because I want to get better and I want to keep producing things that make people feel good, and it's an outlet for me creatively. Like, I just wake up and sometimes I'm just like, all right, yeah, let me create a song today, because I'm feeling some type of way right now where I want to get my words out. There's something that's on my mind that I want to put down on a beat right now. You feel me? I'm feeling it, right? So I get that urge now where I just want to get on the mic and create something. Sometimes I just want to see what I can do creatively. So I'm so thankful for this album pushing me farther as a creative. I want to be able to use music to touch the masses. I believe that music is a huge tool, you know. I really saw myself reaching the masses more so through film and entertainment, as far as acting and directing and writing films, which obviously I'm still gonna do and I'm still doing, right? But music is a whole another door that I can tap into and help me elevate. And I use it now. I use my songs on the album to create social media posts that are inspiring, and whether it's through business posts or whether it's through anything, you know what I'm saying, just day-to-day life. So it's like it serves as the soundtrack to my life, you know, and I think that's very dope. You know, I listen to other people, you know what I'm saying, you know, occasionally, but now it's like I just be wanting to turn myself on, my own vibe, you know what I'm saying, you know, and it's very dope to hear yourself and, you know, go to the gym and turn your own self on and get hyped to your own self, man. And that's so dope, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of creating an ecosystem for myself. I'm able to have movie night now with myself and watch several movies of myself and just go back to back, right? And now I'm able to just kind of get on the computer and work and do my business and be able to turn my own vibes on musically and be able to feel inspired, you know, and listen to things that are motivating, and hearing your own voice play back to you. Super dope, super dope. You know, I want to perform on stages all around the world. I want to take my messaging everywhere, you know, and I think awards are dope. I mean, obviously you see my manifestation of a Grammy here. You know, I have big goals and big dreams, and I'm a huge manifester, and I have I won't say a fake Oscar. I have a replica Oscar and whatnot, and I believe that awards should be used to inspire others to go bigger and dream bigger, and that's really what I want to use my accolades for. You know, I've been winning championships, and you know, I've got a lot of different film awards, and an athlete forever, and you know, so I know what it takes to win and what it's like to win on a big scale. So, you know, it's no longer just about holding a trophy anymore. It's about the impact that the trophy can bring and the doors that these accolades can bring for you or open for you, you know. Being able to say, okay, I'm Omar Cook, Grammy award-winning artist, that has a whole different ring to it, you know, and it allows you to get into places where not having that, you know, can get you, right? So I really want to go to the next level in life and really be able to touch people on a bigger scale, as big as I can. And why not, right? I want to do it on the biggest of levels and go as high as I can and really inspire as many people as I can. And God willing, you know, I'll touch the highest heights of society and accolades, but I think just striving for it is a win in itself, because anything below that is still a win. You know what I'm saying? You know, Grammy nominated is still an amazing feat. Or even just, you know, reaching a level where millions of people listen to your records and are inspired by it. That's a goal that I have for myself, is really reaching people on a global scale.
I'm going higher, going up, blowing up. Got my haters so mad, got them throwing up. If you really got an issue, we can throw them up. Come at beats, but a demon, I'll blow them up. Read about me, you can never really know enough. Gotta prep for the times when it gets tough. Pick up when you mess up, gotta fix stuff. Speak life, gotta hype me up. I'm talking big stuff, having rich stuff. Can't get enough, going higher in the game, getting big love. Got a Benz, huh? Doing big, huh? Doing things in the world never been done. Now you see me, huh? On top, huh? Bigger blessings on my table, I'ma eat something. Gotta read something, you wanna be something. On the grind, you gotta work until you reach something. Go teach something, go bleed something. Can't walk in a race, gotta keep running. Ever need something, can't be frontin'. Pray to God for a blessing, gonna see something. Big level up, got my money up. Keep it rolling, don't stop, can't get stuck. Turn it up, gotta run it up. If you wanna cut, never let it up. I gotta go, I gotta level up. I'm going higher, I'm going higher. Going higher, I'm going so high. Going higher.
So, you know, what's next for me musically is just producing more music that inspires and brings hope to the world. My biggest goal is just to leave a legacy where people can go back and watch my movies and listen to my music and buy my products and services through my businesses that are going to continue to run well after I'm gone, and you know, just feel hope and feel inspired and just feel love. And I pray that people will go chase after their own dreams. You know, I'm 33 years old and diving into a hip hop career, right? Some would say that's not, you know, how I describe this. It's just not like the route that a lot of people would take at 33, right? But for me, I see a different vision. You know, I see an add-on to my career. I see it something that can really be beneficial not only for myself but to the lives of others. And just recognizing the talent that I have and the gifts that God gave me, it's like He activated me at 33 and said, okay, now you're able to really be wise enough to put the right lyrics out, the right words to inspire people the right way. Because if I was to be a rapper or hip hop artist at 20 years old, the stuff I would have been talking about wouldn't have been the same as what I'm talking about now. Now I'm coming from a space of I've lived life. You know what I'm saying? I've been through real stuff. You know, so it's now coming from a space of how can I use what I've gone through to inspire and enlighten others, and use it as a teaching and healing tool. And that's the biggest thing for me, is being able to use my creative abilities to inspire and enlighten the world.
I went into my mind, I had to see it. I went into my mind and I achieved it. I went into the world, I had to speak it. And I opened up my heart, now I receive it. Now I perceive it. It's a new life, it's a new me. I'm living out my destiny. I pray to God for better days. And now I'm living these better days. Better days, I'm living them. And I can't even stop, cause I'm killing them. Luxury lifestyle, I'm living up. And I can't even stop, cause I'm killing them.
When people listen to this album, I really just want them to feel empowered. I want them to know that they are royal, that they were born royal, that we are all created in the image of God, and God called us all to be great. And it's about putting on your crown and really just stepping in your power and embodying self-love. You know, that's what royal is. And I believe that when you listen to that, you will feel that. And I believe that this is an album that can be played for eons. You know what I'm saying? For eons, long after I'm gone. And that's the biggest goal here, is being able to impact generations. You know, I'm very grateful that God gave me the opportunity to be able to create something like this. And you know, I don't need pats on the back. You know, it's dope to hear people, you know, in their responses, but just knowing that people can listen to this, will listen to this, and it can possibly change people's lives and mindsets, that's enough for me.
It's real love. 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 It's real love.
Look.
We used to be real cool with it. You gotta go back to school with it. When I ain't even know what to do with it. Hit the cafe, go back to the room with it. Every day it was just me and you kicking it. Watching movies after class and now I'm missing it. Had me sneaking in the dorm and I was feeling it. Finest woman in my eyes, she was killing it. If I could do it one more time and just rewind the clock, me and you will be together and we tie the knot. I take a minute to enjoy the little time we had. The realest love, and now it's feeling like a distant past. And now you out and living life, you know I'm proud of you. Showing everyone the beauty that's inside of you. And if you ever need a friend to be an ear for you, call me up and we can talk, you know I'm here for you. It's real love. 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 Real love. Real love. Real love.
We don't get too many real love. Feel me?
It's real love. It's real